Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another video. I feel like I'm finally sitting down to film an actual beauty video again. It's been a long while. I'm trying to get back into YouTube after restarting my Instagram. So yeah, we're finally doing some actual makeup on this channel again, and today we're collaborating with DW from Dub's Beauty Diary on YouTube and on Instagram. She came up with the brilliant idea to do a makeup look inspired by a clothing item that you own. So she did an amazing look inspired by her dress. And I'm gonna link that all down below so you can watch that video and check out her channel. But I am going to do a look inspired by this t-shirt that I have. I've had this for years. So many years. And for some reason I never wore it. And ever since like last year I started wearing it again. Because I think it's such a cute pattern. And it's like little pastel-y. It's totally my vibe. So yeah, this is the shirt that we're going to create a look around. So it's going to be blue. It's going to be floral. I don't know if you've been checking out my Instagram recently, but if you have, you probably would have noticed that I'm really into floral looks right now. I've been loving just drawing little flowers with graphic liner and such, and I'm just having a really good time doing floral looks currently. So yeah, I wanted to do a floral look again, and this pattern is just really cute. So yeah, let's get started on this look. I have something in mind, but it's mainly gonna be, you know, going with the flow, trying it out. I've picked out some colors that match with this shirt, kind of. It's really difficult actually. Like it's a type of blue that you don't see that much in eyeshadow shades actually, so it's a bit difficult. I'll just do my base. I don't know if we're all interested in the base, but I'll do my base first quickly, and then we'll get into the actual eyeshadow look and make it blue and floral. But my skin is currently dying basically. Last week I was sick. I'm pretty sure you can still hear it in my voice, like I'm still a bit nasal. I was sick last week and my skin just died for some reason. Like it completely broke down. No breakouts or anything. Usually I get breakouts, but it was so dry. So incredibly dry that it was just flaking off. And I've been trying to fix everything with just a ton of like hydrating products and Vaseline and my Purell ointment thing, and for some reason it's still absolutely dying and super dry, and I don't know what's going on. So I might have to completely change up my skincare routine, I don't know. But also it's making my concealer look like shit recently, so I'm really not excited about this this new thing in my life basically. Like this looks awful, but it's all about the eyeshadow look today, so just gonna pretend that my skin looks fine, I guess. So I used the Covergirl concealer, and now I'm gonna go in with the Cloudicos liquid blush in the shade Lotus, which is like a really subtle daily blush. I like to apply a lot of it because it is more subtle and more daily, but yeah, I don't know if you would call it blush blindness, what I have, but I definitely like to have a ton of blush. And this is just a really lovely daily shade. I feel like while we're doing this, I can give you like a little life update because I haven't spoken to you in ages, basically. We can do that now. I am currently unemployed. Yay. I finished my last job in November last year, October, November. Basically, I was, okay, backing up a little bit. I finished my master's degree last summer after a really fun internship in malaria research. And then I was offered a job there to work for a few months. But after that ended, there was no more money. So I couldn't keep working there. So after those, like the half year that I worked there, it was done. I couldn't, my contract ended and I just had to leave. So that's basically where I'm at. So now I'm trying to find a job as a research technician in biomedical research. And I'm having not that difficult of a time. Like it could be worse, but I'm also not having the best time. I've had like quite a few interviews and such in the meantime. I've applied to quite a few jobs. I actually did get a job offer a month ago for a job that I thought would be very fun. But then the contract that they offered me was really bad, with minimal pay and whatever, and it was just not good. So I tried to like negotiate with them a bit. Can we up the pay a bit, up some of the benefits? I don't know, just do something with it. And they told me we can't, because you're just not, you don't know anything. You have zero experience. You can't do anything, and we have to invest so much time and effort and money into you. And I was like, then why did you pick me? Why did you offer me the job? I turned down that job because they also expected me to be really flexible with my time. And then they didn't offer any sort of flexibility in negotiations whatsoever. They were just like, nope, can't negotiate. This is the offer that we have, and you just have to take it. I didn't, because it was really, really bad. And every single friend that I talked to so far that I explained this to was like, God, that was an awful contract and you should not have done that. So I didn't. So that means that I'm still unemployed, sadly, which was also not that great for my mental health for like a little tiny bit. Because, you know, I basically sort of stopped applying to jobs already, because I got offered a job but I didn't see the contract then. So you get in this mindset of like, oh my god, I'm done, I found a fun job, my life can continue, you know, and then suddenly you're back to square one again. So that was, oh my god, why is my forehead so dry? So that was a bit of a switch that I had to make mentally. So that took me about 2 weeks or something before I could really like get back into applying for jobs again, because you know, you need to get over that and switch your mindset a bit and start from scratch again, basically. So yeah, I that took a little while, and that period was a bit less for my mental health, because you keep wondering if you make the right choice or not. But right now, I actually have a few things going for me. I had an interview today, which went really well, and she was talking about all the job benefits, and they were like really good, and she's really nice. I actually have a job opportunity maybe with my previous job, so, and they asked if I could apply, so I'm also having high hopes for that. But, you know, I don't know. At least it feels like some things are going for me again, and it would be nice to have a job again sometime soon. I do like having all the time to do all my makeup and whatever, but I would also like some money, you know, and be a productive member of society. So yeah, that's a bit like the personal update. So I'm gonna start with shade Mist and Beauty Bay Midnight 9-pan palette, I think. And I'm just gonna apply that to the center of the crease. I think we're gonna build from that. I feel like that shade is quite matching, right? I think I'm just gonna do one eye first, and then I can do the other one better. Then I want to go into some deeper shades. So I'm going into this shade from the Somber Garden palette by ShellWeMakeup. I read somewhere that this one is leaving, so that's quite sad because it's a really nice palette, honestly. Okay, then I'm going into the Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette, the big one, and I'm going into shade Stormy Night over here, the really dark blue. It was quite a struggle to find all of the right like tones of blue, because this is very muted. Like, we don't have like a bright blue like all of these other blues in here. So I really had to find all of the correct blues in my palette collection. And I'm kind of making like a rounded shape over here, and then I'm filling in that outer corner. I hope this is going to turn out the way I have envisioned it. We can drag it underneath. Then we're going to go into white and put that in the inner corner. Just kind of build that right there. Okay, then we're going back into that other light blue again. Lighten it up. Blend that into that white shade, kind of blending it out. Don't forget underneath the eyes. Is it gonna stay this way? Ooh. Oh my god, I almost dropped my very pretty palette. I dip my fingers into the eyeshadow. It's fine, it's fine. I'm having an... Okay, what did I do? God. Let's move that out of the way, because I will drop anything, apparently. I'm gonna do a vanilla shape that I haven't done in a little while, I think. I'm gonna go back into that really deep blue, and I'm gonna apply that next to here, and leave a tiny bit of a gap. Maybe it's way too much, but I don't care. I'm having a fun time. I'm gonna clean that up with some concealer soon. Give it some more definition. I always love a shape like this, but I haven't done it in a while, and every time I do it now, I tend to go a bit overboard. Like, no one needs a wing that big, but that's fine. I can just tone it down a tiny bit on the other side, but... Okay, and then I want to draw on some pretty flowers. So I got the colors right. I think these two match really well, and then I also have a white that really needs to be cleaned, but I think I'm gonna try to draw these flowers that I have here, and just draw them. Where should I draw them? I'm in doubt. First I'm gonna carve out that concealer line that I was talking about, because before I forget. Putting a tiny bit of concealer on the back of my hand. I've been using the Kaleidos eye primer for this as well, which I think works a tiny bit better, just because it blends into the colors a bit more. But I also have that one over there, and I don't feel like grabbing it. So I just draw out that line, and then blend it a bit into the skin, where you reach the edges of the look. I think that's nice. Okay, but now where do I put the flowers? So I can put them like inside here a bit, and maybe like alongside here, or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the white. And the leaf shapes are a bit square, but also rounded. Okay, a bit like that. And I'm leaving some space between the leaves. Okay. I think I'm just gonna draw one next to it that's a bit smaller. Okay, cute, cute. Should I leave it at this, or should I also add some here? I don't know. I never know what decisions to make. I'll first finish up these flowers, and then we can revisit. Maybe finish up the eye completely, see if it is missing something. I'm gonna go into this deep blue, and that's what I'm gonna use mainly for the leaves and the center. A little dot in the center, a bit irregular is fine. And then gonna put some leaves, regular pointy leaves. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix that same shade on my hand with some black to make it a lot darker. So I want like a really dark version of this. I mixed the blue and the black on my hand. A few lines in the center of the flowers. And then some lines at the bottoms of the leaves. Ooh, okay, that's cute. I'm just gonna grab some more things to add, because I need that one eyeshadow that I have in mind, I think. I'm having a great time with this look. This is so cute. Anyway, I grabbed a shadow. This is the Into You Boom Single Shadows in the shade 4. And this is like bright white shimmery goodness, and I love it. So I'm just gonna use my finger and apply like a whole lot of that icy shade in the center or in my inner corner. Move it onto the lid a tiny bit. And then I think I'm gonna go in with this muted blue pencil by Maxim Moore in the shade is this Girl Boss. And I'm just applying that to the waterline, mainly in the outer corner. I think in the inner corner I want to go in with some white. This one is by Collection in white. Just doing that on the inner part of the waterline, blending it a bit in the center. Now the waterline is blended into the look. I love to see it. I feel like on this end it's missing something. I don't know if I should just do like these flowers here as well. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe just add some rhinestones. Wait, I can do that. So I added some rhinestones because I just felt like it needed it. I just felt like something was missing. I don't know what, but I added some rhinestones, and I think I'm just gonna do the other eye now, and then I'll be right back with you because then we can do like lips and highlighter and whatever. So okay, I did the other eye, so we can continue with lips and such. I also did my mascara already. So I maybe want to get into this highlighter by Kaleidos because it's blue, but it might be too green blue for me. I don't know, I'm just gonna try it. So this is Skywalker by Kaleidos. That is kind of fun. Okay, yeah, we'll just use that one, that's fine. Bit on the nose. Over here, under the eyebrow. Okay, since my lips are so dry, I'm just gonna go in with some lip gloss and a lip liner. So I'm going for the Collection Nude Pink lip liner. Okay, and then we're just gonna plop on some lip gloss, and I'm using the Kaleidos lip gloss in Last Smoke because this is extremely cool toned. And I want to keep those cool toned vibes for the look. I think that works. I think that is the look done. I don't feel like adding lashes actually, but I might just add a tiny bit more mascara, make it a bit more defined. Okay, I think that is the look done. And I think it turned out so cute. These blues are really pretty. And I think I matched my shirt pretty well. I went a bit deeper in color, but I think overall it works really well. And I'm glad I added the rhinestones. I mean, I can just not do a look without excessive shimmers, graphic liner or rhinestones, or just all of them. But an all matte look, it's just not for me. It needs a little bit of all of that, or just a whole lot of shimmer. Then I'm happy as well, but I think this turned out really cute. Okay, so this is my look inspired by my t-shirt that I'm wearing. Don't forget to check out the W's video where she also does a look inspired by her outfit. So I'll link that down below again. Go check it out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my Instagram is linked down below as well, where you can find all creative makeup looks. And that's going to be it for me today. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!